Man, let me tell you this, okay? From what I've seen thus far with Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, if I have to describe what I've witnessed in one word, it would have to be, if I'm being honest, impressive. Just impressive, at least right now, because believe it or not, what you're watching right now on the screen, I know some of you guys might have seen these clips already throughout the past 3 days, but guess what? I wanted to come out and just speak on my behalf, okay? My opinions on what I've witnessed with this game thus far. And yes, I know some of you might be thinking, bro, why are you even talking about Sparking Zero? Bro, your channel is not even focused on Dragon Ball. What are you talking about? Why are you here? And yes, I get it, okay? But as much as I don't want to admit, but I'll be open anyway. Listen, I am familiar with Dragon Ball, the whole franchise, right? But at the same time, I missed out on quite a lot growing up. But now, I'm slowly starting to invest more into what I have seen with this franchise as far as potential and the amount of content they're giving us. And so, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, Sparking Zero might put me on to Dragon Ball once again, especially after playing Fighters, which is a different game, but that's a totally different story on its own. At the same time, this right here in particular, these gameplay clips that I've seen already, it's like, bro, this is exactly what I thought it was going to be. Now, I've already seen the trailers throughout the past few months, almost a year and a half, if you will, because I've been paying some attention to, all the stuff that they've been revealing with this game as of late. And I'm not going to front. I've been quite impressed, with what I've seen, okay? And I'm going to explain to you in just a moment, but I want to show you guys the clips. But real quick, if you're curious, these clips belong to this YouTuber named Ruben or Ruben295. I will put his link down below in the description so you can check out either the channel or the video itself without me talking, because these clips, I believe, have been posted by numerous people on social media, whether it's YouTube or Twitter or even Reddit. But yeah, I feel like you guys have seen, like I said, these clips before already. But now that I'm speaking on this game, I have no choice but to show you guys what the game looks like for those of you that has been living under a rock for some time now. So, these parts in particular are the clips that I thought were my favorite because, of course, bro, look at the visuals. If there's one thing that I will give them credit for thus far is the visuals, especially atmosphere, okay? The atmosphere in this game, look at how the background looks. It looks so intense, and not gonna lie, I'm not even going to bother sugarcoating any of this stuff. This is me being real, okay? I'm giving you guys my real thoughts and opinions here. So, visually, the game looks clean, okay? It looks clean. It might not be as, completely crisp as DBZ Fighters, for instance, because that's a different company, and the developers took their time with the character designs that look so close to the anime, and it's 2D also. But this game, however, for a 3D Dragon Ball fighting game, looks so impressive, okay? And I'm not gonna lie, especially when the characters transform mid-battle, I swear on my life, these are almost breathtaking to an extent, because I never thought that this game would be so colorful and vibrant, but also violent at the exact same time. So serious, so action-packed, but yet it looks so good all at once. You see what I'm saying? So, listen, all in all, visually, I like how the game is looking, especially when the characters transform, or even when two characters does a fusion and stuff like that, all of the above. And so, for instance, look at this part right here. Look at Gogeta, bro. This man here is just wiping the floor with Broly, and look at this. Look at how clean the visuals look, bro. You cannot tell me this does not look clean for real, okay? And look at the smoke effects, okay? I know the destructible environments are another key part of the game's attention to detail that just caught my attention the most. I feel like one of the key features that I do want to praise about this game is the destructible environment and how they look, because they are, oh my goodness, they are so clean. But anyway, let me stop glazing before everyone gets at me in the comments. But yeah, so overall, the visuals do look good, okay? Gameplay wise, I like how the combat looks. I know they have the beam clashes in this game. I've seen that already, and I think they have another clash to where two characters will grabbing each other in a hold pause to where they were like grappling with each other as if they were like wrestling. You know what I mean? The clip looks like this. I'll put up a clip sometime soon once I edit this video. You will see what I mean. But basically, I don't know what mechanic that is. I forgot what its name was. So I do apologize if I don't know that mechanic. Someone let me know in the comment section below. I would appreciate it. But overall, that's another unique feature that I've seen thus far. The camera angles, not gonna lie, does look a bit rough around the edges, especially when the camera is like centered, well, not centered, but like positioned underneath the ground. You can like see the ground being transparent and stuff like that, especially in a stage like this, the tournament stage, for instance, to where if I see someone up in the sky, for some reason the ground would be transparent as if it was morphing along with the camera lens. If the camera, you see that right there, that part right there, that's what I mean. The camera, as far as like the angles go, they do look a bit rough around the edges, like I said. But aside from that, everything does seem fine and functional. You know what I mean? I do like how the camera angles manage to keep up with the character's movements and pace and speed, especially when flying all over the place in the sky and stuff like that, whether they're on the ground or underwater. It don't matter, okay? I like how the camera somehow is tight enough to move along with the character's speed and pace. That right there is neat, I will say that. So that's another thing that I wanted to point out about the visuals and stuff like that, if that makes sense, you know. So another thing I do want to point out is the stages, okay? The locations, whatever you want to call them, they do look promising, okay? Especially this volcano stage right here that you're watching right now. This stage that Vegeta and Frieza are taking place in looks clean, and I will show you guys in a moment, because apparently this stage, I've seen this one part already to where Vegeta was doing that final flash ki blast to where the whole ground not only shook, but it also exploded at the exact same time. Like, the clip looks like this right here on the screen. Like, bro, oh my goodness. And when the whole ground goes boom, just like that, everything around the whole stage exploded in sync, bro. Like, that right there is complete attention to detail. I cannot stress that enough. But again, let me stop glazing, okay? Just because the game looks visually impressive, that's why I'm acting like this thus far, okay? If I'm being honest with you. Now, one thing is for certain, okay? When the characters move, especially during the intros, like animation-wise, it's Dragon Ball-like, so of course people expected this at this point. But what I've been noticing as of late, and maybe this is just me, but the way these characters animate, especially during the intros and outros, not gonna lie, it's like whenever they do that pose, they just stay there for like a few seconds with barely any free-flowing movement. Now, I know it's an anime game and stuff like that, so I don't know, man. Again, this is just me. So yeah, I know I might sound crazy for explaining about this, but even then, this might be just my own nitpick for right now. It's just, I don't know, man. I wish they would like do more than one pose or something. I don't know. This is just me just acting all out. But anyway, regardless of that, the way they animate overall is still neat, okay? It's Dragon Ball, like, you know, I'm not gonna complain too much about it. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to explain about the gameplay and stuff like that from what I've seen for right now, unless they have, you know, more stuff to reveal later on down the road. And, you know, until then, I might speak on that, you know, when that time comes. But overall, man, I am definitely looking forward to this game now that I've seen more gameplay, even though I was a bit wary at first, or in this case on the fence on whether I should check out gameplay, because I was a bit concerned on whether they would show a bit too much before the game comes out, because we know the game is going to drop in October later on this year. So I was a bit wary, concerned, or even anxious to a degree deep down, to where I wasn't sure if I was going to, you know, feel like seeing more of this game, because I was hoping that they wouldn't show too much, especially spoiling a few parts of the game that should be kept a surprise or under wraps before it comes out. You know what I mean? So thankfully, hey, as of right now, this is just about enough gameplay that I have to see thus far. And look at this. You see what I mean? The ground is transparent. You can barely even see the ground and stuff like that. I know you can see the characters and stuff, but you know what? What am I saying? They have plenty of time to polish some of these animations that I already mentioned. If not, the game looks just fine right now for what it is. So therefore, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Again, this game looks super impressive. It's like at this point, the more I see this game, the sooner my interest reaches a certain peak, if that makes sense. So guys, there you guys have it. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Let me know in the comment section if you guys are looking forward to this game more than I am, and if so, be sure to leave a like for your boy. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, turn on those post notifications, share this video around the world, all that good stuff. And yeah, man, with that being said, it's been Viral, and I am signing out. Peace.